Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Radiant Historia Part 34. In the previous video, we took over Scala easily. We defeated the entire army by beating up 3 guys, basically. Now we're getting ready to launch an attack on the Sand Fortress, which guess we're just gonna go head out. We also finally did Diaz's quest. Oh wait, I think we have to redo this part. Yeah, okay, we've already seen that. Saint it. And now we can head out.
We're invading the Sand Fortress. Are you ready?
Bro, been there, done that like 3 times.
Good, let's do it. They're paper tigers, men! Pour on everything you've got!
Did you just punch the guy?
Go! Show Alistel the ferocity of the Gootrals!
Don't let yourselves be outdone by the humans or Gootrals! Show them Asadros' pride!
We're about to enter the Sand Fortress! Don't fall behind!
I found them!
Here it comes!
Here it comes! You just chill right there, buddy. I mean, I guess we're just gonna go straight to... Oh, that's a big boy. I expected him to start moving earlier. The hell is this? Auto Defendor. Well, what do you do, buddy? I suppose that's not the worst thing ever. Presumably you're weak to lightning, because it's quite frightening, I've been told. Oh no.
The trick.
Thunder!
This is looking bad.
Get his ass. I mean, I guess you just take physical, which is annoying. We can at least kill one of them. You can attack, but you're called auto defenders, but not auto attacker. The hell? This is bullshit. I was gonna say, at least if we
Take this!
kill the thaw machines, this guy can't hurt me. But it turns out, actually,
This'll do the trick.
Appreciate it. Too slow!
We did it, Stock!
Okay. Nope.
It's the enemy!
Incorrect. Lady's not in the mess hall anymore. Ah!
You won't
Nope.
get away!
Nope.
Here it comes.
You notice how we didn't get
You
any
won't get
money
away.
for defeating the, like, legendary
You won't get away!
war machine? Really makes you think. I mean, I guess we're just going to the top.
It's the enemy!
You got me. You got me.
They look strong.
Oh, these guys are red. Ooh. What do I do with this information?
We failed.
Okay, so that's just an instant GG.
This is looking bad. I'm sorry.
God, video games are so fun. Ay, 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 ay.
Radiant Historia. Perfect chronology.
She's just so silly.
It's the enemy!
There's other, like, I mean, I can't really get past. Okay, you just got to get lucky. I don't even know if I can move these things. No. Like, they really gave him an AoE attack boost on characters that have AoE attacks. Like, no. That's a dumb decision. You shouldn't do that.
Here goes.
Too slow!
Let's try Frost.
Hey, I got this! Frost!
How about this?
Ha!
Yeah!
We did it.
Hey. Lady. Where are you, lady?
I found them!
Oh, the door was too slow.
He looks
Let's hurry.
strong.
I found them!
You will never touch this.
Hey, I got this!
Damn it.
Yeah, speed him up. Make him so
Crap, I can't!
All right.
unbelievably fast. Lady! Where are you? Can't allow the prophet Noah's holy land to be defiled by those beasts and
Has
savages.
Hugo's brainwashing taken that much of a hold? This is bad.
The same might have happened to our brigade if we'd stayed in Alistel.
Nah.
Enough!
What are you mumbling about, men? Attack! I thought we were gonna fight like somebody cool.
Hey, I got this!
I mean, at least the lady had been kind of built up some. This is just like another random, like, it's a robot that can talk. Because they're called automatons, and that makes you think automatons, which do not have people inside. So, like, they have artificial intelligence? What? I'm trying to... Okay, it is guard zone. I was making sure it wasn't like an attack boost or something. But wait, aren't you multiple tiles? Yeah, so I can't knock you out. We have no mana burst.
Here you go.
This is looking bad.
That's cool. That's pretty cool. No. Go for the guard boost on her.
This'll do the trick.
Even with attack downs and defense ups, he still one-shot her for max HP. Like, what do you fucking want from me?
This'll do the trick.
Here you go.
Thanks. This is looking bad.
Is this really it?
Here you go.
That was
Feel
good.
alive again!
And it would have been nice if they would do anything other than the AoE attack.
I'm sorry.
My apologies.
I'm sorry.
Radiant Historia. Perfect chronology.
Yes,
You won't get away!
Yes. Yes. It's the enemy!
I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, there's like nothing I could have done there. She just got one shot from full HP. Multiple times.
I won't lose.
I mean, I guess I should lower these guys' attack. I wouldn't have thought they were the ones that do infinite damage. Okay, it doesn't actually work. That's why he still did so much damage. It doesn't affect them? Because he did the exact same damage as this one. I love game mechanics. They're so fun. They're so fun.
This'll do the trick.
Appreciate
One.
it.
I mean, it would be silly if we could poison the robot, but
Violate this.
Sorry.
We can do it, guys. I'm sorry, everyone.
okay.
Radiant Historia. Perfect chronology.
Yes, you won't get away!
I want to help too. Boom!
We failed.
Time to run.
It's just annoying because, like, the game can't. Because, like, the game just can have well-designed fights, but it, like, just so many times they're not well-designed. They're just, like, a ton of AoE damage, and it's either you don't die from max HP,
Radiant Historia.
or you
Perfect
do.
chronology.
And then having the enemies be just immune to status is
You won't get
pretty
away.
fun.
You won't get away!
I'll protect you.
But, like, not actually immune to
You won't get
status. Like, secretly immune to status? I mean, I guess I just have to grind until Marco gets his mana burst.
As Hugo,
The same might have happened to
The
our...
problem is mana burst charges so slowly.
I won't lose. Here you go.
And we got a much better turn order this time. I mean, that's the only shield urn I have.
This is looking bad.
I mean, that's still not gonna kill. I mean, it's basically just, do you have your mana burst? If yes, win. If no, you lost.
Here you go.
That was good. This is looking bad. I'm sorry, everyone.
Which wouldn't bother me so much if they didn't take so long to charge.
I leave this to you.
Because they're not actually that tanky. Alright, so I'll be back in about 20 minutes.
Radiant Historia.
Alright, we're back. I guess we'll play defensive. I don't know if Rainy would be able to just straight up one-shot them without being buffed. So I can't remember if she was oh my god, you're not charged. Wait, why aren't you charged? You were charged earlier. Oh god, it was just stock. Well, that's another loss. Because stocks won't do
This'll do
anything.
the trick. This is looking bad. This is looking bad.
Like, are the buffs not working? Because, like, she's taking the exact same damage. Because, I mean, I'm presume this is not going to do anything, but we'll try it.
That was good.
Here you go.
I'll exterminate you!
Okay. I would have thought they'd be like every other metal enemy that takes no damage from physical. But I guess not.
This'll do the trick.
Thunder!
What's its weakness?
Define weakness. I mean, just out of curiosity, I gotta check.
We can do it, guys.
It did indeed do more damage, which is very silly. And, like, your magic is boosted. Did you do any damage? I can't remember.
This'll do the trick.
Too slow!
Okay, now you do damage. So he's like the opposite of every other machine, but like they even tell you he's weak to electricity, but he's not actually weak to electricity. Okay.
Let's do this!
This'll do the
I
trick.
feel alive again! Hey, I got this!
Which is just kind of weird, because it's like the game spends all this time conditioning you to be like,
No!
machines are immune to physical damage, you use magic on them, and then you fight a boss machine, and it's like, actually. I mean, I'm not even going to touch on the fact that that did 11 billion damage.
Too slow!
Okay. I mean, we may as well. Because your single target attack is ice, though, right?
I'll show you what's up!
Last time we did this, it did, what, like 99 damage?
You okay?
I
Thanks.
feel alive again!
I'm sorry, everyone.
Where? I mean, I feel like I should just, like, literally defend until Stock gets his ultimate.
Too slow!
I'm sorry, everyone.
Too slow!
Just out of curiosity, do you say it do the same damage when you're not buffed?
Thunder!
Okay, so
Thanks.
something about this fight is bugged, I guess? Or he's like, he nullifies status increases, but instead of telling you it's a secret to everybody? I don't...
How about this?
I guess we've established that decreases don't do anything.
No!
I leave this to you. You okay?
Good one!
I guess I wasn't good enough.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Like, why would you make a fight where the stats don't do anything? I don't get it. I don't get it, man.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Can I attack stock? No. Seriously? Like, no, seriously. Where is this little dumbass?
Thanks.
Here you go.
That was good.
I mean, yeah, I think we just literally sit here and wait. Oh my god, it's so bad. But he's guarding. You should be immune to statuses when you're guarding.
Bombs away!
Take this!
So I just don't know what that means. But, I mean, what does temporary power-up mean?
I'll protect everybody!
Too slow!
I mean, so it seems like attack boosts work. It's just magic and defense boosts don't work.
Really it?
Like... Oh, it's literally just for one turn. Okay. So that one's not good at all. I would have much rather had the... Well, I guess the defense doesn't work in this fight, but...
No! Is this...
For whatever reason.
This'll do the trick!
Here you go.
Is this really it?
Too slow!
God, if he had one-shot
sorry,
stock there, I don't know. That would have maybe been it.
Time to finish this!
Hey, you could do more than 70 damage, please.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Take this!
Terrible fight.
We did it somehow.
Don't worry, we're not gonna kill you. You'll be kept as prisoners of war.
I demand to be treated as befits an
Start
officer.
acting like one. Tell the rest of your soldiers to stop resisting.
Like, just more fights like the Poison Man. Less fights that are, what if the boss just had a one-shot attack that you can't do anything about because it may or may not be bugged. Like, he just gets to ignore defense increases, which takes out a significant amount of the what strategy there is to avoid getting 100 to 0'd. So it's like, I don't know if that's intentional or if that's a bug. If it's a bug, pretty bad, considering this is the re-released version of the game.
Looks like everyone's behaving themselves.
I'm glad we didn't have any needless casualties.
And if that's the intention, then that's just really silly.
Stock! Rosh!
What's wrong?
My apologies. When we weren't looking, a group of our men went after the soldiers toward the plains. We must retrieve them at once.
Oh, they must have gotten puffed up after the total thrashing we gave. We can still catch up.
What?
Let's not be too hasty. It's important to prepare ourselves first.
Well, sure, but
I just want to save the game.
No, we should go after them. I have a bad feeling about this.
I just want to save the game.
I wouldn't want to second-guess your warrior's intuition. We can probably still catch up to them. Let's go and bring them back here. Elm, you and the others keep watch over the prisoners.
Okay. Like, why are there not more fights that take use of, like, the movement aspect of the game? Like, we need more fights that do that, that are not just... that are not just standard, like, big boss have attack that one kill people res spam. Like, I don't know. The combat mechanics feel good, but the enemy encounter design feels like it's out of the year 1997. And it's just kind of annoying that, like, they made this kind of cool movement system and they don't want to engage with it. Because, like, half the bosses are just straight up immune to it. Either due to being immovable, or they're so large that there's no point in moving them, or they're just by themselves. Or... I mean, I guess that's it. I don't know.
There they are.
Damn them for being so reckless. I'll catch them even if I have to.
And I don't know. I really, like, should stop talking about the combat, but I can't.
What's wrong?
Don't get any closer! I don't like it. Something feels real bad.
I guess because, like, I don't know what else to talk
I can
about.
sense something too.
Something? What?
I don't know, but it feels very dangerous. We need to get back to the fortress.
But what about them?
Sand.
I said we need to get back. Do you want to die?
All right.
Forbidden weaponry has been added to the White Chronicle.
What was that? We can't possibly proceed in the face of that thing.
We've been proceeding just fine in the face of that thing.
I can't believe it turned them all to sand. Friend and foe. It's insane. Now I see why the Alistel army was so weirdly obedient when it came to withdrawing from Scala.
What's the matter, Ott?
My grandpa told me something.
I don't know why they'd be so surprised. Because, I mean, I feel like they didn't already imply that they knew what happened to Cygnus? Because, I mean, they mentioned whatever turned them to sand, so they knew that the army didn't get wiped out conventionally, that they had, like, a secret weapon. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it shouldn't be that surprising to see it in action, considering we already know it was used to wipe out an entire army, much larger than the rebel forces.
Mana is in everything in the world. And stuff that loses its mana goes back to sand.
Well, I guess it's not being surprised by it, but being like, oh no, we can't continue our advance knowing they have that. When it's like, well, we've been continuing the advance the whole time knowing they have that.
To sand.
So Hugo can drain the mana from people at will? What we just saw was the same as when the Cygnus army was turned to sand. Say, didn't that soldier who attacked you and Sonia at Alistel Castle turn to sand too?
That was different. He was one of Hugo's minions. But if that's the case...
Man, sucking the mana right out of people and turning them to sand. That bastard Hugo's come up with one hell of a weapon.
No, it's not a weapon. That's the power of flux. It's the power of the ritual that controls mana.
When I first met Lipti and Tio, they said Historia was created with the power of flux. It can't be a coincidence. Everything is connected to that concept of flux. But what ties it all together?
This seems like a good time to take a break. We could use a moment to let it all sink in. Have you had enough time to think things over? We'll be resuming the meeting soon.
I guess I'll wait. Oh, okay. So that's literally just a chance to save. Or I guess if you want to go back to Historia. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's one of the worst boss fights in the game so far. Maybe not the worst. I think the spider is probably just the annoyance factor of it being a hidden double boss fight, combined with it being like kind of mechanically boring. I think it's still probably the worst fight. That's maybe second worst. I was like, I don't know. I think maybe it should have focused more on the idea that he keeps spawning barricades and you have to destroy them. Or like because the barricades can't be moved. Like something, like make more boss fights that play with the movement mechanics, I guess is what I want. And like the turn order stuff. And like you can't really play with the turn order in that fight because he can double one-shot you. So it's like if you try and do any sort of like, oh, I'm gonna let him go twice to set up or something. Well, if he just double one-shots, well then you're fucked. So like you can't even do like any cool like combo setups because your characters are just dead. And it really did feel like a fight from like a Super Nintendo JRPG where it's just like all you do is you just like die and res, die and res, die and res, and you're going to win because you're never in any real danger. It's just kind of tedious. And it's like, you know, this game isn't that old. It shouldn't have that dated of game design.
Are you ready to resume the meeting?
Especially when the combat design is so good and seeing it undermined at every step.
All right, I'll call everyone.
Is what I think is the most tilting aspect of it.
Well, moving on. What was it you said? The power of flux? What is that?
Please allow me to explain.
Lieutenant General Raoul, when did you get here?
Just a moment ago, but it seems I missed some sort of crisis.
Yeah, that bastard Hugo pulled out this insane weapon. Or wait, what did Ults say? He used something called the power of flux.
I see. So that's the secret of the phenomenon that turned the Cygnus army into sand. As for flux, this lady here would know the most about it.
And she is...
Never seen her before in our life, right, Stuck?
I apologize for not introducing myself. I am Erica, the former princess of Granorg.
Princess Erica?
I had sought refuge with King Garland of Cygnus after fleeing from Granorg. That is when I came into contact with Lieutenant General Raoul regarding the reclamation of my homeland.
Until now, she had mainly worked behind the scenes. Once she realized an incursion into Granorg was imminent, she asked to accompany us.
So that's it. Well, it's fine with me, but if she's going to come with us, she'll have to be treated the same as everyone else.
I would expect as much. Since fleeing from my homeland, I have cast away my title.
Don't be too hard on her.
Understood.
Understood.
You're okay with this, right, Stock?
Sure.
That's a new one. Usually it's yeah or right.
Brother?
Brother?
Oh, pardon me.
I'm going to get some fresh air.
I am gonna say, if they hit me with something like where Stock's like, yeah, I don't really remember any of my life in the past couple of years, I'm going to lose it. Because like they haven't implied he has amnesia or anything. So if it's just like, that's just gonna be so tilting. I really hope they don't do that. Because I mean, the idea of like Stock being in like somehow actually her brother in some way, carrying her brother's soul, something like that, I'm kind of fine with. But if to make the the plot point work, we're just gonna hide the fact that Stock doesn't remember any of his past and he hasn't said a thing about it ever, that would tilt me. Stock is now alone. Unless they did mention it at the start of the game and then I just forgot, which actually I'd be kind of a fan of.
I wondered where you were.
Like when, you know, when a story drops like a little minor detail like at the start of the game and then it becomes relevant like, you know, much later, and it's like, well, we technically told you. That doesn't bother me as much as, like, just straight up having, like, a weird, awkward admission where it would just be unrealistic to have this plot point never brought up before, but it's like if we bring up the plot point, it spoils our twist, so we're just not going to.
Is something the matter?
No, it's nothing. Erica, there's something I want to ask you. It's about what Ott mentioned a moment ago, the power of flux. Isn't that the power that's passed down through the royal family of Granorg?
Oh yeah, we know about that.
How do you know about that? Could you really be...
What?
Oh, no, I must have been mistaken. Pardon me. I'll answer your question now. As you said, the power of flux is passed down through Granorg's royal family, but it is definitely not meant to turn people to sand. It is used to bring the unstable mana of this land back into its natural balance, using the power of flux to bring stability back to this land. This has been the duty of our royal family for generations.
But in practice, it's now become capable of harming others.
I believe they are triggering a mana breach in certain locations to turn people into sand, incorporating the spell formula for flux into a weapon, and using it for wholesale destruction. These are rather grave ideas General Hugo is capable of.
I assume the idea was actually Fennel's. He's one of the finest engineering minds in the world. He's the one who created the thaw machine for Hugo too.
Alistel has such a man?
Yeah, he's a floating head.
Well, in any case, something must be done about that dreadful weapon.
But if we so much as try, we'll be turned to sand as soon as we approach it. We can't even think about an attack without a way to protect ourselves from its effects.
There is one way to protect oneself from it. The Royal Granorg treasure. Etherion, the Stone of Flux. That stone fixes mana in place, protecting the bearer from a breach. It's a must for the ritual.
And if we had it, we could negate the weapon's effects.
I'm sure you just have it on you, right? You stole it when you left the palace?
Yes, but Etherion was last in my stepmother Protea's possession. Now that she's been executed by General Hugo...
I see.
Ah, there you two are.
Lieutenant General Raoul, has something happened?
And you stole the stone when you left, right?
We had a visit from one of Hugo's messengers. He's proposing an armistice.
Yeah, no, that would be a silly idea. On both sides.
Hugo wants an armistice.
That's right. They'll recognize Forja, Cygnus, and Celestia as independent nations if we back down. Now that they've annexed Granorg, he must want to get his house in order rather than fight a war.
And what will our response be?
Well, I think it's presumably it's because the sand beam has to have some sort of cooldown, right? Like, I presume that's like the drawback, or else wouldn't he have just turned the army to sand instantly as soon as they started fighting back?
I can't decide something like that on my own. That's why I came to talk to you two.
If we agree to the armistice, the war will end for the time being.
Yeah, and then he's gonna fire up the sand beam in like a couple days and we're gonna die.
What do you think, Stock?
I can't deny it would be best if the war ended here. But then we wouldn't be able to take back Granorg for Erica. And also, he's not gonna... he's gonna rip up the piece of paper in like a couple weeks. I have to think about this one carefully. Obviously reject the... That's just... It's so stupid. Should we really turn down Hugo's offer? If they give me a bad end for this, I'm gonna lose it.
We can't accept an armistice.
What? Why ever not?
Because he's obviously not gonna keep it.
Because Hugo can't be trusted.
He came to power by deceiving and backstabbing anyone in his way, after all. I'm glad we're of like minds on this. I'll inform his messenger.
You are sure this was the best course of action, aren't you?
If it's not, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Well, you
Define
fucked
the
up
armistice
again,
then.
Stock. Fucked up again, didn't ya?
I did.
I never thought I'd see a time when the power of flux was once again used like this. I feel as though I'm watching the former Empire.
Erica said they've incorporated the ritual of flux into machines with some crafty thaumatek. Doing that too much would speed up the land's desertification. Is that why the Empire fell?
Indeed it is. If this goes on, a history of destruction will repeat itself. You mustn't let them use that Thaumatech device anymore.
We'll put a stop to it.
The question is, how?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Anything within the mana breach created by that weapon will be turned to sand.
If we had Etherion, we could enter the breach safely. The problem is, it's in Hugo's hands now. I need to find another somehow.
Etherion is a secret relic that is unique in this world.
I mean, in theory, can't we just, like, go back to the past, turn invisible, seal it for Bertea before she's executed?
If the one you know has been taken, then you have but one choice remaining.
Yes, I see.
The mistakes of the old Empire must never be repeated. We're relying on you, Stock.
Royal Talisman, Etherion. What up, issue girlot?
Stock, who were you talking to?
Nobody. You wouldn't know them. They live in Canada.
The Etherion is used so that your own mana will not be depleted before the ritual is complete. If you're holding it, you won't turn into sand, even in areas where mana has been breached.
Oh, that's pretty
So you're
helpful.
saying it's a necessity if I'm going to infiltrate Granorg.
Yes, but Protea was the one who last had it.
So, it's logical to assume that Hugo is in possession of it now.
Good heavens. What are we going to do?
Okay. Now, I'm guessing this just means go to the other timeline and we'll get it somehow over there. Even though I really do think in like the most logical course of action would just be to like go back and steal it from Bertea because my man can turn invisible. And even if he gets caught, he just teleports out. Says nothing personnel, kid. What was even going on in the other timeline? Oh, yeah, we're getting ready to go into Granorg, right? Because because she hasn't actually been executed yet in this one. I guess that's how we would get it. At least I'm pretty sure she hasn't been executed yet. That's just in the other timeline, but... Well, I guess we'll call it here. Next time we will continue onward. Yeah, I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.